Hi, everybody. Carl the Prado, A to Z Business IT. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to implement AI into your business, and I also want to talk about the 5 reasons that small businesses fall into traps that really can cause failure when they're trying to implement an AI plan, and steps you can take to prevent that. So, can I share? Let's start with a simple story before we get into the pitfalls. I want to talk about my grandmother on my father's side. Her name was Marie Mayer. She was of German descent. Her and her sisters, they all worked as switchboard operators. And what he was, which what they would do, what they would do is they would act as intermediaries because originally you couldn't make a direct dial when you picked up the phone. Switchboard operators played an important part. What they would do is, if you ever watched any old movies, you might remember they say, Jimmy Stewart's like, operator, get me switchboard Murray Hill 453. I know that's not my best Jimmy Stewart, but what happened is that when you called up, you pick up an operator, you might even know them, like it's like Gladys. And what they would do is start to put you into, they would talk to another operator um, through a whole daisy chain to finally connect you to the right person at the other end. And as you can imagine, because there was a lot of work involved and a lot of human intervention, you might not connect with the right person. It was early days. There were things called party lines where multiple phones might share one number and people might pop in and out. If you've ever watched any of the old episodes of Green Acres or Petticoat Junction, you'd start to see all of that. That it gets to be that it was a challenge. Even the Andy Griffin Show, I think, did that as well. So by the '70s, the switchboard operators had gone away, and it was replaced by an invention that my grandfather Benjamin Rome, and he was of Eastern Russian descent. He worked at Bell Labs, and while he was there, he worked on a number of big projects. But one of the projects that he worked on was creating the rotary phone. And with that, if you knew the full phone number, you didn't have to go through all the switchboards. You could just dial direct. It was called direct, and we know it as direct dial. It's still, and a and a form of that technology is still working today, even on your cell phones. So with that, just like the buggy whip, you know, switchboard operators went away. So we know that there's some challenges, but sometimes if businesses don't react quick enough, you can be left in the dust. And this is what so we know that there are challenges, but there's also challenges that happen if you don't move forward. So let's talk about the 5 reasons that businesses fail to implement AI. Well, the first one is, and we're going to talk about lack of understanding, limited budget, insufficient data, lack of technical, expertise, and resistance to change. And we're also going to talk about, the ways that we can help you overcome that. So, really, a lot of business owners, when being a business owner is a full time job. You are raising a child all the time. You're raising a kid, and it requires most of your attention. And so, one of the big challenges anytime a new technology comes in is limited knowledge of its application. So, first solution is to educate yourself a bit. Watch a couple of YouTube videos, attend a webinar. Um, we host a few on this. We're starting to host some webinars to help businesses on that. Feel free to join those. Expert consultations. We actually offer a free consultation available to all businesses on how they can implement AI into their solution. In short, if you don't know it, look, people go, "How do you do your job?" And the answer is we just work through it and we get help from the people that we need that we can take the next step forward. So don't let that limit you, that just not understanding something. Overcoming challenge 2, limited budget. Look, you can spend a lot of money in AI, no question about it. And if you don't know what you're doing, you'll lose a lot of money in AI. No question about that either. So what you want to do is start small with cost-effective solutions that are easy to manage and understand. And over time, you'd be surprised where that can take you to. Lack of quality data. So a lot of businesses, when they start out, they're like, well, AI loves data. The more data you can give AI, the better the results and the answers that you can execute on. And so a lot of businesses don't have that. So what you want to do is start data collection, you know. And what do we mean by that? Well, you want to every key metric that's in your business. It may be, um, how are sales implemented, types of interactions that you have with your clients, how you support your clients. All of that can be measured. Can be easily collected and measured and put into a system. And one of my favorite sayings is the Chinese. It's a Chinese saying. It says, "When's the best time to plant a tree?" 20 years ago. What's the second best time to plant a tree? Today. So even if you haven't been collecting all of this stuff, the good news is there are tools that make it very easy for you to do that, and with the right partnerships, you can easily be moving on and moving in the right direction. Okay, missing AI skills. You just don't have them. Again, you can either invest with your staff. We actually offer, and I'll leave it here, our free Facebook community where you can go in and sign up, and you can start to even have your staff learn about some of the new tools that are there. Um, we also, if you're missing some AI skills, you know, either and the easier way is partner with somebody who knows what they are doing. You hire expertise. You don't necessarily, the nice thing about owning your own business is you don't have to learn everything. You can just hire the people who do. And then the last and sometimes the most challenging thing is employee fears of process of disruption. Let's face it, your staff is your moneymaker. It's the most valuable thing you have in your business, and so the idea that you're bringing AI into your business can be scary. It can be frightening, and it's very important that you have clear communication, that you emphasize the tools. Really, AI is not here to replace you. It is here to work with you correct, here to augment everything and to make it more effective. So the good news is if you put AI into your business, you can make your people more effective and make their jobs a little bit easier and more, and make them and have them have the ability to handle more with less. So if you have some question, if you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'd like to take the next steps in this, and where do I go from here? Well, you can reach out to us. There's two things that we can do. You want to take a very simple baby step, you can join the Facebook group. We're not going to bother you. We're just going to share stuff in and out. You can ask questions. You can talk to other people there. Two, if you want to talk to somebody a little bit more one-to-one, feel free to reach out to me. We have my booking link is right here in there. It's booking.a to z business IT. I'll have it in the notes here. But that's it. So thank you so much for your time. Everybody have a great day. Take care.